Bob Dylan just sold a monster property out in the Scottish Highlands. I think Frederick from Million Dollar Listing has finally said goodbye to LA for good, and celebrities are going all out with their Christmas decorations this year. Today, let's dive into some of the top celebrity real estate stories from the past couple of weeks. Frederick Eklund from Million Dollar Listing has decided to cut ties with his Beverly Hills home. He just listed it for $11 million. I'm sure most of you guys know Frederick. He started on the New York version of the Bravo TV show. Then he moved out to LA and joined the Million Dollar Listing LA cast for a while. Around 6 months ago, though, he announced he'd be leaving LA already and moving to Miami with his family. I'm not sure why his stay in LA was so short-lived. I mean, things did get a little awkward on the last season of that TV show, but whatever, that's none of our business. So like I said, the home here is priced at $11 million. It's got 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and 5,700 square feet of space. We start with a shot of the backyard. Nice looking house. Here's what it looks like from the street. Obviously super private, especially with this gate here. I do really like just like how lush it is here around the entrance. Then when you walk through the front door, you're gonna start to see some of Frederick's updates to this place. He painted almost the entire house this like light shade of pink. It's different, but it's definitely really nicely done. Like you can tell that he hired a designer to pick all these furniture pieces and pick all the curtain colors out and stuff like that. It's a nice place for sure. The kitchen's got this huge island, what looks to be maybe a copper backsplash there behind the range, and then a little breakfast nook over here on the left. And then check out the backyard. This house is crazy private. It's got like 15 feet of hedges behind the pool. If you look at the price history, you'll see that after Frederick moved out, he was actually trying to rent the house for $50,000 per month, but that listing has since been removed. I guess he didn't have any bites. All right, Mark Zuckerberg's money manager just dropped a fortune on this tiny little house in Malibu. You guys aren't gonna believe this. First of all, the buyer here is a guy named Michael Anders. He runs a San Francisco-based wealth management firm called Iconic Capital. And Michael landed an absolute whale of a client with Mark Zuckerberg. As of the last report, Mark was worth around $118 billion. Insane. Now, the craziest part about this place, no doubt, is the price. He paid $5.95 million, and it's only a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,500 square foot house. It's sitting on a big lot, but from the outside, it just looks like a regular little ranch style home, 2-car garage. Here's one of the bedrooms. Here's what you see when you walk through the front door. The kitchen was recently remodeled. I guess it's nice, but is this a $6 million kitchen? Here's like a little breakfast nook. And then out back, you can just see how massive this property is. There's basically no landscaping here, but it really is a huge lot. The house isn't all that much here, but what you're buying with this place is the location for sure. Malibu is one of the most desirable places in the world to live. But let's be real, there's no way that this guy is actually going to live in this little house. I'm sure he's gonna be knocking it down in the next couple of months and building some new massive mansion in his place. Hey guys, and before we move on to the next story, I just wanted to say thank you to my friends over at Estate Media for sponsoring today's episode again. You guys have probably heard me talk about Estate Media a couple times now in the past. They are a real estate news hub that is posting real estate content almost every day on their Instagram, on their YouTube channel, and through their newsletters. Make sure to click the link down in the description to go check out Estate Media's YouTube channel as well. I'm actually posting content twice a month over there, so you'll find me over there too. Back to the video. Time to get out of LA for a second and over to Georgia. The house that the guitarist for Lynyrd Skynyrd lived in for most of his life just hit the market for sale. They're asking $12 million. This one's known as the Freebirds Nest. Awesome name. This massive estate is sitting in a town called Milton, just outside of Atlanta. And this is actually the first time it's been made available for sale in over 30 years. Okay, so this one has 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and 7,500 square feet, so it's a good size. But here is the awesome part about this property. It is 80 acres. From this main cover shot, I'm going to guess this is the main house. This is a guest house, I would imagine. And then I think this is a private lake. Here's what the place looks like just right at the end of the driveway. When you're sitting on your back porch, here's your view. Right through the front door, we've got really high ceilings and I'd say kind of like a Hamptons vibe. We've got the office with, of course, a couple of guitars. Here is the kitchen and dining room. In your living room, of course, you've got your standard couch, TV, fireplace, but just look out the windows. That's what this property is all about. You're just looking out into nature in every direction. I guess since Gary Rossington has passed away, his widow has decided that she's just ready to move to Florida to be closer to her family. Now, time to leave the United States altogether and look at this crazy Scottish property that Bob Dylan used to own. He just sold the place for $5.35 million. It's not your regular everyday house. This estate is used as basically a hotel. It's used for weddings, and it's also a destination for hiking, biking, and fishing. Now, there's not like an official Zillow listing on this one because of where the property is located, but I was able to pull a couple of different photos. These ones from this website, Gallery Magazine, are from the listing, which was a group called Knight Frank. Anyways, here's what the property looks like in the front. On the left, they're saying this is one of the reception rooms. I'm guessing that's for the weddings. And then over here on the right is one of the dining rooms. This is what you see when you're looking straight out the back door of the main house. Then from this drone shot, you can see just how private this property is. There's really nothing going on in any direction. The grounds are massive. So you guys can tell this is more of a commercial property than a residence. According to Mansion Global, Bob only spent a few weeks per year here. Something tells me the new owner, Angus Dundee Distillers, will get some more use out of it. In light of the holiday coming up, let's round this video out on a little bit more of a light note. I guess that Jamie Foxx decked out his mansion for Christmas this year. A little creepy, but pretty cool that someone decided to fly a drone around and get pictures of this. So first of all, his driveway is completely lined with lights, all the trees and everything. The gate to get into his house is totally decked out with lights. The backyard, though, is where he really lit things up like Griswold. We got these lights all up and down the staircase, and then this huge tree. They probably had to bring in a lift for this one. He's got the lights all around the pool here, and I'm gonna guess, based on this red material here that's on the ground, I think Jamie's about to throw a really big Christmas party. And then this is a pretty cool perspective. So his gate is actually way down here on the street. Then you need to go up this long, winding driveway to get up to his house. That's a wrap for today's episode. Let me know what you guys think about all of these houses down in the comments. I'll see you next time.